Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Mario and today we're cooking up the kielbasa. Stick around. So today I'm going to cook kielbasa, and I use the word cook loosely because kielbasa really is already cooked and smoked. But usually I do it on the charcoal grill or then the gas grill, and I like those sear marks. So I'm going to cut these up a couple of different ways. I'm going to cut them up long ways, and then I'm going to cut them down almost all the way through. So let me show you what I'm up to, and then we'll get started cooking. So here we have our Hillshire Farms kielbasa. Now, I didn't realize how much sugar there was in these until recently, and that's what happens when you start paying attention. Anyway, let's unbag these, let's cut them up, and let's get them cooking. Now, I'm terrible at cutting these, but I think for me the easiest way is going to be to slice them down the middle, and then slice them again how I need to. Okay, another way I'm going to cut these, and I saw one of my Instagram followers, I'll mention her page below, is she goes and she cuts them almost all the way down. And I thought that was interesting. And I like the idea, because what that allows you to do is take as little or as much as you want. Just kind of break it away. Now, I believe she probably cooked them or cut them finer, from what I can recall. But this is the first time I've prepped them like this. And there's no denying that cooking this on a charcoal grill is fantastic. Gas grill would be my second favorite. And then from there, I've never tried this in the air fryer, so this is a first for me. And while I could cook this on the gas grill as well right now, I think it would be a little too much. So what I may do is post some pictures of some of the kielbasa I cooked on the grills. And those themselves, I know how they taste. So I need 3 servings of this, but I think it's just going to be easier if I kind of cut these down the middle. And I'll cut these and I'll split these up, do one half of these long ways and the other ones multiple slices. A lot of kielbasa to have to eat. Alright, we'll just finish slicing this through the middle. There we go. We got our kielbasa ready to go. Okay, I am going to preheat these again to try to make things fair, because some preheat faster than others. So I'm going to hit the air fry button here. Power it up first, hit the air fry button. And I'm not quite sure what temperature to hit these at. So I'm actually going to do this at, well, 375 I guess in the case of the Cuisinart, because I don't have anything that references how long or time or temperature for kielbasa. I see sausage, so I'm just going to use sausage as a baseline. So that's at 375. 370 for the GoWISE. And for the Ninja, I'm actually going to do 400 because this tends to need more temperature in general. So we have air fry. I'm going to hit the temperature button. I'm going to go down to 400 and start this up. Now again, this takes a minute to pre-cook. A minute to preheat. And this I know it takes about 4 to 5 minutes, so I'm going to give the GoWISE about 45 minutes. So while those are heating, you're going to hear some background noise, so I apologize about that. Is with the Ninja a slight annoyance. For instance, when the GoWISE USA air fryer oven cools down, after you shut it off, the fan runs for about a minute, and it's a larger fan, so it cools down the internals to a respectable temperature and then powers off. The Ninja, I want to say that thing must have ran the fan for 20 minutes or half an hour after I hit the off button. Now I know it's got a smaller fan, so it requires more of those quartz elements, probably build up a lot of heat. You got that metal casing, and that thing's hot, and that casing stayed hot on there for a while. And after it cooled down, or what I assumed it was cooled down enough, I saw it said flip, and I said, why would it tell me to flip this? And then it, without reading the manual, kind of dawned on me, it was saying, it is now okay to flip this up. It's cooled down enough, because they don't want you to flip it up, open it up, wipe it down while it's hot. Anyway, that's something to consider because it is going to make noise. It is going to draw some power for that fan while the cool down period occurs. Okay, since the Ninja usually takes the longest to cook, I'm going to start loading that up. Make sure nothing tips over. I'm going to put some of these face up, some of these face down, because I'll be curious to see how long this all takes. Again, we're not looking to cook it because it's already cooked. We're just looking to heat it up and give it some marks on the grill. Next, we will work on the Cuisinart. I'm not super thrilled that this doesn't lock in place, so I'm going to load this up off the side. Actually be easier if I just set this in by hand. You know what? The Cuisinart is larger. I'm going to put a couple of extra pieces in there because it may not all fit in the GoWISE. And now for the GoWISE. Now with the GoWISE, it's a little more temperamental because this shelf, you can only pull it out maybe a third way without it wanting to tip over on you. And this is going to be too hot to pick up, so we're going to have to slide that up on the shelf. And now we wait. Now the instructions for cooking the kielbasa, or they say heating the kielbasa, is 12 to 14 minutes over medium heat, turning frequently. So that's what we're going to be doing in a couple of minutes. I'm going to turn them. We're going to see if we can see any kind of marks on there, grilling marks that is, and we'll go from there. Okay, these have been going about 3-4 minutes now, so I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to start rotating these, as they say to do it frequently. I have yet to see any type of crosshatch marks, but that's all right. Pop those back in. Next we'll do the Cuisinart. Cuisinart, I got to be careful because the draw does not lock in place. The Ninja, which we just flipped before this, was creating a lot of steam, and that's because it's dripping down on the hot catch pan. Do the GoWISE next. Now the GoWISE has always been the interesting one because it seems to cook very quickly. Yeah, and this is no exception. I can see brown marks on the edges of the kielbasa. It smells very good. And we'll come back in another 5 minutes maybe and flip it again. Okay, so this has been going about a total of 9 or 10 minutes, somewhere in there. Let's take these out. And they are starting to develop more color, but they're not getting those char marks like you would see on a grill. Now, I think the char marks or the burn marks, whatever you want to call them, are half of the appeal of these. That it adds that taste from the sugars, you know, getting caramelized and stuff like that. So they look good. They don't look as good as what they would be from the grill, but I'll hold that opinion to the end. Okay, we've got the Cuisinart. Cuisinart is getting, looks like little bubbly warts on top. And the Char. And that's kind of what it looks like right there. You might be able to see that. So continue to turn them. Spin the sliced up ones here. Those look pretty good. And now we'll spin the GoWISE. And the GoWISE, definitely more charred than the others. They don't have grill marks. Oh. One down. Now, one of the reasons why I can assume there are no grill marks is because I am using the air fryer basket. And I'm doing that because of the way I slice those ones short way. They may have a tendency on the wire rack to break off and fall down, and I don't want that to happen. So I guess that's perhaps an oversight on my part, that if I could have tried it on the grill like that, or I could have tried it on the regular wire racks, but it could have fell in and that would have made a little bit of a mess and less desirable. But we'll continue to cook it this way. We are now on the 12-minute mark, so I'm going to let it go a couple more minutes, then we're going to take them out and taste them. Okay, we're at about 14 to 16 minutes now, and I've noticed the timer on the Cuisinart hasn't changed in a little bit. The other ones have. I'm not sure what that's about, and I was paying more attention to that timer. But we are going to stop it, and we're going to start to pull out some pieces. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. And these are very cooked. So I'll just pull out what I need for each. And for the Ninja, let's take a look, see if it's ready to go. Yeah, definitely ready in the Ninja as well. I'm going to shut off the Ninja, and it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to cool down. I'm looking at the clock now, and we'll figure that out in a little bit. But let's get a closer look at this. Okay, so we have the Cuisinart, we have the GoWISE, and we have the Ninja. And I am just going to kind of cut off a couple of pieces from each to see how that works out. Ooh, I love those burnt ends there, so I'm going to have to give a double try with that with the Ninja. The Ninja actually looks like it has better color to it. Oop, Kielbasa down. And I'm not sure if it's because of the top and bottom heating elements versus just top with the GoWISE. And even though the Cuisinart has top and bottom elements, I did have the drip pan underneath there to keep it clean, so it may not have cooked the same. So we are going to try the Cuisinart first, and this is the half slice ones. Okay, here's the Cuisinart. That was the one that was sliced in half. It's good. I expect them all to taste the same. Again, the exception being the sugars on the Kielbasa. You know, they'll caramelize. So that's why I think that the appeal is so much there with a charcoal grill or even the gas grill. It tastes so good. Now here's the one that was sliced into little pieces here. You can see it's got that nice char end. That was good too. Now, even though it tastes the same, I liked it better because there was more char all around. Again, I like that char. Now we're going to go to the GoWISE. We are going to do the cut in half. Good, not much char on the GoWISE, as expected. And actually, let me just show you. This is still the GoWISE. This is the one that's cut in half. It's got color all around, where the half cut, it's only on some of it. So definitely the ones that are cut the round one, you know, the full round, just sliced part way down, those are the best. And again, you can take them and just, if you want just a little piece, you have a little piece, or you break it. It's not like when you have a full-size piece like this, where that's what you're eating, or whatever. But this is now the Ninja. Again, still good. It had more char in there than the others that were cut that way. And now we have the ones that were cut left round and just cut down. I'll try another piece. That's just the burnt end piece from the round. And it's good. Another piece of the Ninja. Okay, my take. You will get char on this. I would say it's pretty close to being the way I like that crunch from the grill. So if you don't have a grill or the homeowners association, whatever, this is good. I will say the Ninja at 400 degrees had more char than the GoWISE or the Cuisinart. That being said, I think I could have taken out the Ninja first, because the Ninja overall was charred more, so I probably could have taken that out first, and they all would have been the same amount of char. I don't know how good. Yeah, another Cuisinart piece. Delicious. I don't know how good of a comparison this can really be, because they're prepared 100% the same. They were in the same package. It's just the way each one cooks. No clear winner here. They all did a pretty good job. The difference being the Ninja, you could cook more of it because of the cooking area, followed by the Cuisinart, and then the lowly GoWISE. That being said, the GoWISE, you could easily put a second shelf in there and then rotate off the shelves. Again, that's a little bit more work. Sorry, I have to eat another piece. This is good. 10 ounces there. That's going to be 5 servings, so 10 carbs for what you see there. It's a lot, but I think it's worth it. Oh, this is good. I ate twice as much yesterday as I normally would. So today, I ran, like, I should have ran a full 10 miles. I wasn't thinking. I ran 15 kilometers or 9.35 miles. I want to get it in because I really ate heavy yesterday. You know, all keto-based stuff, or dirty keto, but I did. So what can I tell you about all this? Kielbasa on the air fryer works. One isn't necessarily better than the other. They all took about the same amount of time. The difference being that the Ninja heated up, preheated in a minute, and it took just as long to cook. But that internal fan is going to be running a long time before it allows it to shut down. The Cuisinart is still cooling down. I got the door open, and I didn't notice that the other day. So that's still cooling down. The GoWISE, it stopped like a minute after the fact. No clear winner, as I mentioned, but I think for me, I win. So I'm having some good kielbasa for an early lunch here. I'll have to chase it down with some greens. Anyway, folks, that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, put a comment description, say, hey, you goofed, do this, blah, 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 and I'll see what I can do. So again, if you like this video, thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, ring the notification bell so you know when I'm putting out a new video. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to unplug your 3 air fryer, folks. Free fry for folks. Good stuff. The dog's looking at me. Yep. Later.